Modern day life has become very much like this papaya. When I sliced it open, something was missing. As you can see, no seeds. And that's modern day. Have a papaya without seeds. We have fruit, but no substance. We have so many things going on in our lives, but there's no depth to it. We have so many books that we have available on Amazon, but we never have time to focus on one particular book and submerge ourselves in it. We speak to people. There's not 3 or 4 people. We have 1 million of people that we speak to online, but no deep conversations. We never engage with one particular person. We never have a role model. We never have someone that we can spend time with and develop a relationship with. And it's not all doom and gloom. And there's a way around that, but it requires effort. It requires a conscious decision to realize that comfort, being spoiled for choice, is a reason that causes our unhappiness. When we look at the foods that we eat, we don't eat in order to nourish ourselves. We're just trying to make sure we don't miss out on this food or that food, and it leads that sort of anxiety. Same with our relationships. If you go onto Tinder or these other social media platforms, you have 100,000 choices. So how do you decide? And you never do. And then when you're with someone, you feel, well, there must be a better thing out there. And it's almost like when you're eating a meal, you'd feel there's probably a better meal out there. Or if you listen to a piece of music, you're like, well, I could go to YouTube and it'll be another 1,000 more. So we have so much choice, but nothing actually sinks in. And so if you look at it from a body perspective, everything's here, nothing gets into the heart. And it's an emptiness that never gets fulfilled. And of course, a massive rise in depression and all sorts of anxieties and unhappiness and emptiness. And that emptiness also causes confusion, and you can't make a decision. Imagine going into the grocery store and you've got 10,000 items. You go onto Amazon and you've got 10 million or however many items you've got. How do you decide? How do you feel like you've made the right decision? And so people, when they come to me, they feel a great deal of anxiety and indecision. They can't decide what to do. And of course, I can totally relate to that. So the trick is to decide on something. And what I do is this trick. I go into a restaurant, look at the menu, and in the first 5 seconds, I order something and I say, that's it. And my brain wants to tell me, oh, there's something better. I don't. And I just buy it. And some people will say, well, that's illogical. You should spend the whole day evaluating the menu and making sure you've got the right thing. But here's the thing. Is there any meal that after 10 minutes after you eat it, you sit there and you're still thinking about it? You're thinking about the next thing. So we put too much emphasis on the right thing, the right partner, the right meal, the right book, the right person. And there isn't such a thing. But if you engage with that person that you're with now and fully get to understand them, you'll learn so many amazing things about them. But this illusion that maybe there's someone better out there is causing all this type of confusion. So really, it's what you invest into whatever it is, whether it's some vegetables or some fruit or whatever it is that you're eating, fully invest into, instead of waiting for that gourmet meal that is supposed to satisfy something in you. It never does. And it's same with the relationship or any book. You could read a simple book and get divine, amazing wisdom out of it. And you can read the most extraordinary book and feel very empty. And so like we go to these movies that they spent billions of dollars to create. And after that, there's nothing for your soul. And you're entertained up here, but nothing stays with you. And you can watch an old movie that was, where characters were developed and personalities and actors were focused on, and you take something away and you still recall that movie. Same with songs. And I'm not saying everything old was good and everything new is bad, but we're losing substance. And the only way we can do that is to really focus all our attention and engage in everything that we're doing, rather than hoping that we're going to find substance in the wide choice available. So choice is an illusion, and choice can be a great distraction and a great cause of tremendous anxiety. So be aware of that.